Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Lady Fatima al-Zahra Salamullah alayha is of a great personality that it is very difficult for us to understand the true sense of it. We have no choice only just to ponder upon what has been narrated to us. And but at the same time, we know that we cannot go through the reality and the true sense and of this character and this great personality. A person who is not of such a personality and of such a perfection cannot understand that person and that character in a true sense. But this is what we are struggling to know her to the level of our own knowledge and our own understanding. What we find in one of the ziyaras of Lady Fatima al-Zahra, in the ziyarah, we address Lady saying, يا ممتحنة امتحنك الذي خلقك قبل أن يخلقك فوجدك لما امتحنك صابرة. O lady who was tested by Allah before being created, and Allah found her patient and tolerant in this difficult test. The question is that how can you be tested before your creation? So there are different answers to this, but in a very brief way, we can say what we understand from this ziyarah is that Lady Fatima al-Zahra, before creation, she was in a state, her soul was in a state that before coming to this world, that if she was tested by Allah, she was in such a state that she could be patient in that test. This is what we understand, but what the reality of this sentence is beyond our understanding. So we just study Lady and Lady's character and personality. We find her to be so unique in her character and the way that he has perfected noble traits of character. Like the hadith that the Prophet says, Fatima is hawra ansiya, is a person, is an angel in the form of a human being. She is an angel manifested in the appearance of a woman. So she has the perfection of the angels at the same time of being human being, which is likely to get perfection. So already she has the perfection and she is a heavenly being on the earth. On the earth, we human beings, we struggle to get perfection, and to what extent we are successful to get after we die, then we have the chance to enter into the purgatory, and then in the day of judgment to get into hell or paradise and to get the heavenly perfection if we have done the proper duty which is upon us. But Lady Fatima al-Zahra, in this life, she has achieved that goal, and she is in such a perfection. We can find it in her sayings and in her supplications, which are at the same time of being supplication for the lady, are a kind of class for us to learn and how to follow the lady. There are different supplications for lady for each day of a week, from Saturday to Friday. On the supplication and the dua that lady has for Tuesday, there she says, Allahumma aj'al ghaflatan nasi lana dhikra waj'al dhikrahum lana shukra. O Allah, make the negligence of others to be cause of awakening for us, and their awakening to be cause of being thankful, and to make us to be among the gratefuls and thankfuls to you. the supplication that lady has for Tuesday, she says, Allahumma aj'al ghaflatan nasi lana dhikra waj'al dhikrahum lana shukra. She wants, lady asks Allah to give the chance and tawfiq to her, to be among those who remember Allah at the time that people are negligent. You know, usually people, when they are among neglectant and negligent people, those who are heedless towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, people begin to be like the others. So as social being, we are very affected by those who are living around us. So when we are with heedless people, what happens to us is that we feel that psychologically we come to such conclusion that these people are living this way, they do whatever they wish and they are enjoying it, and nothing bad is happening to them. So it is as if that thing is not bad because everybody is doing this. And God is not going to punish all because everybody is doing. So if only we want to do something wrong, we might be afraid. But when others are doing it, we are more likely, and we dare to do it because we think that it's not that much bad anymore. This is a kind of wrong conclusion that we might happen to have when being with negligent and heedless people. But what Lady Fatima al-Zahra Salamullah alayha has is quite different. She says, "Oh Allah, I want the negligence of others to be a cause of my awakening." She is looking at this issue from a different perspective. In order to understand it, we have to bear in mind that we are selfish people and we have a selfish nature. By being selfish and sort of egoist, we do not see bad actions when we do it ourselves. We happen to justify our bad actions. When we do something wrong, we feel that we had the right to do it, so we try to justify it. We begin to bring so many excuses for that, saying that we had the right to do this and that. But because we don't have such attitude and such love that we have towards ourselves, towards others, when they do something wrong, we can see the badness of the action in their behaviors. So Lady Fatima al-Zahra is saying to Allah, looking at it from this perspective. She says, I want to see the ugliness of bad actions when people do them. If I do it, I might not see that wrong tinge and aspect of that bad actions, but I want to have the chance to see the badness of bad actions when others do it. So I might not be affected by their wrong and bad behaviors, and vice versa. I try to be a good person when others are not. And then, so she wants to be among those who are awakened, those who are careful not to go astray when she is among people who have forgotten the truth. And she says, وَاجْعَلْ ذِكْرَهُمْ لَنَا شُكْرًا. And Allah, when people are awakened, when people are coming towards you, when people are doing good actions, when people are good servants of you, I don't want to be a good servant. I want something more. I want to be among those who are thankful to you. And those who are thankful are those who are at the end of this journey of perfection. They are not beginners. They are the professionals who are going to get to the greatest tips of this journey of perfection. In Quran, Shaitan, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the dialogue between Shaitan and Allah, Shaitan told Allah that if you are going to create human being, I will misguide them all. لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ إِلَّا عِبَادَكَ مِنْهُمُ الْمُخْلَصِينَ. Unless the purified ones. In another hadith, in another verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says and mentions the very story, said, لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ وَمَا تَجِدُ أَكْثَرَهُمْ شَاكِرِينَ. I will misguide them all, and you will not find many of them to be thankful. Putting these two verses together, you find out that shakirin are the same as mukhlasin, purified ones. So Lady Fatimah Zahra says, "Oh Allah, when people are going to be awakened to come to you, I don't want to be like them. I want to be among those who have purified by you." And Lady truly was purified by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as she was among the 5 people of Ahlul Bayt that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنْكُمُ الرِّجْسَ أَهْلَ الْبَيْتِ وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا.